soon in the future. Not yet. Well, now, but
time.
But we don't have it. Us personally, yeah, because we haven't spent the money on it yet. But USB-C monitor.
The hell is that?
Yeah. So instead of plugging in an HDMI or a display cable, you could just plug in a USB-C
For your actual monitor?
Yes. Yeah. And right now, I'll tell you one that we use at work is I don't use it. So monitor, you plug your Ethernet into your monitor, and you plug all your USB shit into your monitor, and then you just plug your monitor USB to. Oh, I guess that's what I have at work. And yeah I get that with internet.
So it's all just right there?
Yeah.
That's weird.
Yeah. Is that cool?
It's cool, yeah.
But with that, I can either get what was it? I can get higher frame rate, or I can get fast internet. So it would yeah.
Oh, so it bottlenecks?
Yeah. At some point, there's like a max transfer.
Of what it can do?
Yeah.
Because it's all in one thing?
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. But, shit like that. And that's like mostly, right now, I think it's mostly a laptop thing. But with like the new Intel chips, which are fucking garbage.
Are they?
Yeah, because Intel is just a shitty company. They're garbage. They're amazing.
Yeah. I've always had Intel
They're
just because it's
amazing.
what I've gotten, but I've never fucked with AMD.
Yeah, this was my first time doing it, and
Yeah, because you're an AMD.
100%. Yeah, and nothing different.
It's the same.
I think the big thing for me was I wanted. Well, this is like the most badass chip out there for prosumers.
And like it.
Okay,
Hello?
so we just had like some major technical the chips being.
Yeah, it was the same new AMD processor. It's fucking garbage. Too much power.
Yeah, no.
Too
Well,
much. Speaking of
recording on
power.
the
Yeah. Hello. Are we live?
Blah. Yeah.
Round 4.
Round 4. We're having some major technical difficulties. This is a weird episode anyway because
Yeah,
it's a
fuck 'em.
Wednesday.
Yeah, it's Wednesday.
Feels odd.
But time's not real.
Time isn't real.
We'll just call it Thursday.
Yeah.
Are we recording?
We are recording. Just in case that didn't go through,
We
we're a
are.
mostly negative podcast.
Yes. For the third
Bam
time.
and Base Justice.
Yes, man. My name's Bam. I'm
Yeah,
here.
Get through.
We're here.
So I guess I got to just eye this thing and make sure it doesn't
just fucking
fuck
stare
up.
at it the
Yeah.
whole time.
So
Power. Nintendo power.
Nintendo power.
PCs. Computers.
PCs. We talked about gaming
fire.
and then we stopped.
Yeah, that was actually the
Yeah.
issue.
That was good.
It was like,
Yeah.
why are you guys talking about fucking
It's like,
gaming?
no.
Turn this shit off.
We want you to talk about.
Oh, no. What we were saying, so you had the AMD processor.
Yeah.
New AMD, fucking cool boy, strong man.
Yeah.
Would it run Streets? Like I was saying for Tarkov.
Okay. Tarkov has
But
a
yeah, 'cause
separate setting for Streets.
It actually, like in its settings,
Yeah.
it has a whole, you can check a box for Streets of Tarkov low texture mode because it is such an intensive map. And there's all sorts of people who say like, oh, I have the fucking best PC ever. I have these specs, those things, and it doesn't run.
Well, I wish I could be downloading it right now because I want to see.
Yeah, I'd like to see. I wonder. I bet because a lot of people say it's very it's because it's processing so much. Like it has nothing to do with your graphics card.
Yeah.
Is all it is it's just ripping people's processors and whatever the core, whatever multi-core doesn't thread correctly or whatever the fuck's going on. I think it's just poor optimization.
Yeah, spaghetti code. Like you said, it's just piled on.
Yeah, well, he just did an interview for an interview with Pestily. I don't know, you ever seen Pestily?
He's a streamer?
Yeah,
Okay.
he's a big Tarkov streamer, big like kind of community head, cool guy, Australian guy.
Australian.
But anyway, so he did an interview with Nikita.
Okay.
And talk about like it's just fun. Like when you see like he just looks like just looking at him like talking about it like he just looks jaded as fuck. Like he just looks tired.
Nikita.
Yeah, like
really.
And they, I mean, in roundabout ways, pretty much what they're saying is like they just want to push out 1.0, release the game, and move on. Like they'll still work on the game and stuff, but like they're just part of me understands because it's like they've been developing that. It's their own fault. They're not getting any like sympathy or anything. It's just like it's got to be fucking tired. Like the same thing I was saying before. Like when they were, to try and go back and fix code from fucking 8 years ago. Like, how are you going to do that? Like, it's impossible. Like, so they can, like, he just looked like jaded, about 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 jaded. She knows.
Once again, we are recording.
How much do you think we captured?
We should just not cut anything. It was only like maybe like 15 seconds. We won't cut any of it. We'll just, like
this whole episode, like,
but there is sound. Yep. So I wonder what that sound is. It's terrifying.
I don't know what it was. Oh, the Nikita interview.
Jaded.
Yeah, it seems jaded with the game. Like, you could tell that like they pretty much just want to push 1.0.
Yeah.
And then like they'll still work on the game, but like they just want to finish the game. Like they're kind of done, which is the same thing I said in fucking episode 1. Like, stop building bugs, stop fixing bugs and balancing, like push the game out, finish the functions of the game, and then work on it, or else you end up with what these guys have, which is like a fucking nightmare. And then also like the community in every game is always usually shitty. The Tarkov community is especially shitty. Like, they're just like a really toxic group. Like, they hate Nikita, like with a fire. Like, he's the same as Dean Hall. It's like the same as like Dean with it. Like, people blame everything on Nikita.
Maybe worse.
Yeah. So like they've pretty much said like, he said that they are still like, they look at the Reddit and stuff occasionally and stuff, but they've said multiple times like, hey, we don't look at the Reddit anymore because it's just too negative. Like,
you guys are so fucking toxic.
Yeah, like, because I could imagine it's probably got to be rough. I mean, if you work on something like literally like this is like his life's work essentially. Like he looks like he's probably in his like mid 30s and stuff, or early, like late 30s maybe. This is essentially his life's work, and then to go on Reddit and it's just like, you just doom scrolling of like, fuck Nikita, fuck this game, fuck BSG. Like, it's got to be, and that for fucking 10 years, like, it's got to be disheartening. And in all, by all means, like, they have done a lot of stupid shit. But that being said, it's an incredible game, and there's nothing like it. The scale of what they are trying to create and stuff, like, it's unmatched. So
is Nikita a programmer? Or is he like
I actually don't know.
Yeah. Okay.
I've never actually. I'm he's the lead of the development team.
Okay.
I don't know if he's actually
could be a programmer.
I think he is, because he talks about things like which is funny. Like that, I told you about that binaural audio bug, the player pop.
Yeah.
He said he didn't know that existed. It's been in the game for like 2 wipes. He's like, I didn't even know that was a thing. They're like, what do you mean you did? So like, there's things like that where you're like, but they also like So what that means? He's not playing the game.
Right.
That's how done they are with this.
Jesus.
Could you imagine working on a game that you don't even play?
Yeah.
Like, you don't even want to play your own shit.
I've been playing my game.
That's
all
the thing.
night.
Like, but that's the thing. Like, your passion, like, that the fire is gone. Then, if you're just, it's purely like a job that they're trying to finish at this point.
I think like what you're describing is like a lot of development cycles where it's like you
have that initial burn.
Well, you start a project and you build it up, and then it becomes spaghetti, and it gets to the point where you're like, let's redo it.
Yes.
And in this case, it's like, let's make a new game.
Yeah.
But
but I also think theirs is the scale of it too, the length of it. Like, I feel like what you're talking about, like, at least one of the projects I see you working on or see Ben working on, like, they're like a few months.
Yeah.
Not 10 years.
Right. Right. But it's 10 years of like that.
Yeah,
just
like that's got to be like
piling
insanity.
on and piling on. That's like I read a good it's like an analogy of like a nurse, and they have a patient and they're hooked up to life support, and when that patient leaves, they reset the bed. But then spaghetti code is like, when the patient leaves, they leave all the cords there, and then try to squeeze a person
another
in there,
person
and try to
into
attach
that.
everything up to it, and then you don't know what any of the cords do.
Yeah, you mixed them all up.
And if you're lucky, they're labeled, and maybe one has a label,
but some other guy
says,
labeled it.
Don't remove this one.
Yes, and so some other guy's handwriting that you can't read. That's I think where they're at. That's where they're at. Like, you could tell that they're like, they just want to.
But it is an old project.
Yeah, the game's been out for fucking ever. Like, like, they should be just pushing to release the game full release and then balance around that. I mean, they have some cool ideas coming. Like, they want to add in like, you know how they have the scav rep I talked about?
Yeah.
Like your scav, they want to add in PMC rep,
Okay.
which sounds interesting, but it'll like, so like they want to put in a boss, a bounty hunter boss that hunts PMCs with bad rep.
Okay.
So like it'll be a boss in game that like seeks out PMCs who have a low rep. So, oh shit. Are we still recording? Cat interrupt?
Yeah, we're still recording.
The cat is trying its
you
best.
little bitch.
But yeah, so that sounds interesting. Like they're gonna have it so like if you like camp extracts and stuff, it'll like lower your rep. So like,
Okay.
if you like hide in bushes and stuff,
That's
which
neat, yeah.
it's interesting. I don't really. It sounds really hard to implement.
Yeah.
I'm also, as much as I hate rats and people who camp extracts and stuff,
They're part of the game.
Yeah, I'm all for player agency. I don't
Yeah.
like creating a forced play style in any game. I
Okay.
think you should have. You know, I've said that more. I think in every game, you're just closing the door. You're
Dungeons and
pigeonholing yourself.
Dragons.
Yeah, like don't pigeonhole yourself.
Yeah.
Unless you need to, leave your lanes as wide as possible in all
Yeah.
aspects of things. Like don't fucking narrow yourself. Like just let anybody play the game however the fuck they want. Like if they
Yeah.
want to sit in a bush, then fuck them. Like let them sit in a bush.
Yeah.
You know, the as much as that's a shitty thing, like out of all my raids I've done, like I've had it happen to me like a handful of times that I get camped in an extract. And yeah, does it suck? But it's rare because it's like it has to be the perfect storm of things. That this guy who just spent the past 30 minutes in a raid, like waiting for the one person to cross his crosshair in the one lane he's watching, like his odds of all that happening are far less than me, you know, W keying around running into players because like,
Yeah.
I'm looking for players to fight. This guy is just waiting for the one dude to walk past his lane. So it's like by nature of that, the odds are less. So fuck him, let him do that. Like I
Yeah.
don't care.
Oh, yeah.
So, but it's interesting. Like I said, they have some cool ideas coming, but overall, like I said, you could just tell like he
Do
just
they
looks,
have like a projected end date or
I think they want to like I think soon TM.
soon TM?
Yeah, like I would assume that they're trying to
My
finish the
favorite
game.
release date.
Yeah, I would say I could see them trying to finish the game like within the next year.
Okay.
Like push out the like the I think this
Move it to
patch. I don't know about that.
Okay.
I don't know that it's hard because their big thing. Yeah, I don't even know. They've said before why they don't want to do Steam. I don't remember what they said, but yeah, I don't know when they'll move, if they'll move to Steam or what their plan will be. I mean, yeah, I'd assume it has to be something to do with the money involved. Still recording, and then maybe something to do with the anti cheats that they use, like whatever Steam would require them to use or something like that. I don't know.
Okay.
Or maybe migrating the servers over, whatever server.
It's probably probably has. It's like wait, how
Because they have
how do we deploy this?
Yeah, because they must have a metric fuck ton of servers, and I don't know what client they use for that, but it's not Steam, obviously.
Right.
You know, like so. I mean, I imagine it would just be all around better because Steam is the fucking Papa Bear of servers.
it's
Like
the
you're not
best.
going to beat Steam servers.
Yeah. Look at
So-
that cat.
She's playing. She's done fucking with the computer for
Oh.
now. She's like,
Oh,
I'll
yeah.
play here for a few moments until I dive on the computer again. But yeah, so it was a cool interview.
Yeah.
Cool to see him talking with the
Yeah, that is
community again.
interesting.
And that's what Pestily was saying to him, which was just like, we understand. Like I understand what you're saying. Like the community is really shit, and it's all they do is complain, and it's not a good feeling. But to just go fucking lights out, because that's what they've done. They
Right.
just don't communicate.
They don't communicate
at
anymore.
all
Oh my
to
god.
the community.
Okay.
They do not talk.
Yeah.
They haven't talked in like years.
They don't have like a Discord
they
that
have
they
nothing.
Okay.
They say nothing.
Yeah. Gotcha.
So with that, people, that just makes that you can't do that with the community. You have to, even if you're not, you don't need to come out and respond to every
it's-
single complaint and say like,
yeah.
I'll fix it. Just acknowledge. Just be like, hey, I'm here.
Or like maybe have like a QA team or like something that like
Yeah, well,
goes and like gets that feedback and like condenses it into something.
Yeah, community managers
you know.
who are always notoriously horrible.
Yeah,
But
terrible
yeah,
people.
every time you have a community manager, it's always like, who the fuck chose this guy? This guy, this guy, this guy, this guy, this guy. Hello?
Test. It just like it stops. I can just press the button, but it goes into some mode. We're gonna need new microphones soon,
All right,
but that's
it's time.
okay. Well, not new microphones. We'll need a
new
new one
box.
of these. But speaking of
mystery box.
yeah, whatever that thing is.
Yeah, it
that
doesn't-
thing's old.
Yeah.
So remember how I used to have do you remember me having helicopter noises? Like from my Discord? Like
Yes.
like my mic would
Yes,
fuck up and you
yes,
said it
yeah.
sounded like a
Yeah,
helicopter.
yeah.
It was that thing.
It was this exact
Yeah.
one.
It was so this would be sitting on the desk and if my
your phone-
were too close,
That
and I would
old
receive a
school
text
fucking monitors. But that was always like a little bit. You got a little bit of dopamine from that.
Did I?
No, everyone
Yeah.
did. You don't remember that? Like when your
No.
phone was next to your computer
Yeah.
monitors, and then you would hear that you were getting a text.
Oh yeah.
You don't remember that? Like you would get it was the same thing of like when you
Yeah.
got multimedia.
Yeah.
You know, like a
No.
multimedia text.
No.
You had to download a multimedia text,
Ooh.
a picture.
No, I never had a fancy phone until I got an iPhone. So
Okay.
all of my flip phones,
No, but
of them
even-
did pictures.
Oh, not even pictures at all.
No.
You
No.
never had like a Razor?
No,
Really?
no, dude, I had a fucking Nokia.
I had a brick, and then I forget what I had after.
I
I had a
never had a
Nokia.
cool phone.
I remember I had the Quick Fire. Remember the Quick
Okay.
Fire?
No,
It set on fire.
I remember the Razor.
It actually set on fire, and it was called the Quick Fire. But it was like this little green thing. It had one of those. It had like the original touchscreens that were like soft. Remember, her touchscreens used to
No.
be soft.
No.
Yeah, so when the touchscreen first came out, it was like a jelly almost.
Oh, I think I remember that.
Yeah, and
kinda.
usually
Yeah.
you used a stylus to be
Yeah.
able to press it because it was like too sensitive for your finger to press.
Okay.
But this thing you had like one of the very first, it like barely worked. But it was like kind of like a sidekick. Remember the sidekick? That
I
was
remember the
flipped?
sidekick.
It was
Oh,
like
yeah.
that, except it's opened completely up.
Okay.
But yeah,
sounds
back
cool.
then when you
Yeah.
got a multimedia message, which was a photo,
Yeah.
a picture, it would load
Multimedia.
multimedia.
It would
So
load.
you would know like, oh shit,
Yeah.
you know.
They'd
Like,
be like, "Oh, I hope it's nudes."
yeah, really, that was it. Like it was like you were waiting for the
That's
fucking
like what
like you're sitting there looking at the bar, like
So
please
let
load.
me offer you a concept.
Yeah, bring that back.
Okay, so Snapchat.
Yeah. I
You
missed the Snap.
remember?
I was around for it, but I didn't
Yeah.
use it really. Like I
Right.
didn't know. Like it was just like I missed me. Like
But
I
it's
was,
like you get a message and you don't get to see it until you open it, and then it's gone.
yeah,
Right. I call that so. I think there's a little bit of quantum mechanics in it.
yeah.
I call it the Schrodinger's nude.
Schrodinger's did it ever exist?
It's either a naked picture or not.
Yeah.
But
And
it's
if you-
both
if you-
at the
but
same
it-
time until you open it.
That's true. It is the truest form of that.
It is.
If
Yeah.
you just leave it closed, it could be both for all
It could
of
be
eternity.
both. You save it.
Yeah.
No.
I will never get rid of you. I'll let you be whatever you want to be.
I mean, think about it.
Yeah. But no, that was cool. I remember that. Yeah, I remember that. And then, like I said, the text noise, you'd hear your speakers on your
Yeah.
computer be like, and then you'd get the text, your
Yeah.
phone would vibrate, and be like, oh, cool. You know, like
That sounds like familiar, but
using
I don't.
T9.
I think it was more
Did you
like
use T9?
Oh, I love T9.
Yeah.
Oh, I was so good at T9.
T9,
Oh,
dude.
dude, I feel like I always like think back to that, and I was always think, man, I could text faster on
Yeah.
T9.
I don't really text much now, so I have no idea. Like I never got like, you know, so I don't really, but I don't know. Well, they have the predictive texting now. Have you ever used a swipe text?
No.
So that
No.
that is, it's pretty much T9.
Okay.
You swipe on
Do
the
you use
keyboard.
it?
I remember I had it when I had an Android.
I think I have
back
it
in the day.
enabled, but
Yeah,
I don't do it.
I used it on the Android when I
Yeah.
had an Android fucking
Okay.
8 years ago or whatever the fuck. But it was nice. But it was very similar to T9. You would swipe
Okay.
your fingers around the letters that were spelling the words you want, and it would predict the text
That's cool.
that you were trying to say.
Yeah.
You know, but
Because it's always fucking up what I'm trying to say. And also,
Yeah.
I can't spell anymore.
yeah, it
I
does.
don't know what happened.
Yeah, it does take away your
I
ability.
can't spell guaranteed, but I've
Yeah.
never been able to.
Yeah, but who cares about spelling?
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah.
You could just Google it.
Yeah, or you don't even Google it. Everything corrects it.
I'll tell you something that I would like to see make a comeback, and I think might be making a comeback.
Yeah,
Physical buttons.
buttons.
Physical
Yeah.
buttons. So I'll give you one example. In the car, so when you're driving your wife's car, which I assume has
Yeah, push to
Apple
start. Yeah, and the
Play
whole fucking
and
thing. Yeah,
right. So that thing is a touchscreen.
yeah.
Everything you do on it is touchscreen.
Not everything. There are side. Well,
Most things.
I think everything.
A lot of things.
Yeah.
Everything.
Other than the things that are not the things that are related to
you get
that
to
screen.
Spotify.
Yeah, the things that are related to the screen
Yeah.
are all touchscreen. There are buttons though on
Yeah.
the console, but they're related to the car.
So that contributes a lot to distracted driving. That is like one
That
of the
screen?
worst fucking
Yeah.
features.
Yeah.
My car, now, I have a 2023 Mazda CX-50.
The Rocinante.
The Rocinante.
Yeah.
When you're driving, the touchscreen doesn't work.
Yeah. But the
But-
toggles do.
The what?
The toggles or whatever switches you have.
So I don't use the touchscreen ever because instead on my center console I have like this.
Oh yeah, see,
I have
you
a
have a little dial.
It's
Yep.
fucking awesome.
Yeah.
It feels so good. I'm just like,
Yeah. Haptic feedback.
yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, there is something to that.
It's
Yeah.
cool.
Well, I mean, it's the same thing as like a mechanical keyboard.
Yes.
You know, like people, you like the feeling of like a give to something, pressing buttons. You know, I don't know, triggers something in you. Except for those loud ones.
Yeah.
Like
well,
you
I like those.
You have a typewriter one, right?
I do. Yeah. It's a razor though.
That's how you could torture me.
Really?
Just put me next to that.
Oh, we're gonna go when we go edit in a second.
Continuously just.
This is still recording, by the way.
Yeah.
So
we'll have nothing to edit because none of the episode is recorded.
Dude, what fucking bullshit. So I'm going to Disney this weekend.
You're going to Disney?
I didn't tell you.
No, I didn't know.
Oh yeah. So
are you going to Disney or are you going to Epcot? I don't actually know how any of that works.
So we
like, are you
have
doing
park
gay
hoppers.
shit or are you doing cool shit?
We're not doing gay shit. We're doing cool shit.
Right.
So let me tell you. So I'm taking Sarah there for her birthday.
Okay.
That was last month. And we'll I mean, I'm taking her as in I'm driving. She bought the tickets.
I'll be there.
And we're taking her car, but I'm
she's
driving the car.
She's driving, and I'll be asleep in the back.
No, I got us a few day tickets to Disney, and we're gonna stay in a hotel down there and
cool.
do a couple days. We're thinking we're gonna hit up Hollywood Studios so we can do the Star Wars shit.
Okay.
And then
that's where like the whole like Millennium Falcon, all that shit is there.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. I think I've been to Disneyland or World. Which land is in the West Coast, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so World.
This is World.
Yeah. Like once when I was like 4 or something. Like I have no.
Yeah, but you didn't grow up in Florida.
No.
So Jesse texted me the other day and he goes, would someone on their day off going to Disney make them a Disney adult? And I'm like, whoa. Back up.
In what context?
Back up. Is this person a Florida resident?
Yeah, that's true.
Do they live within an
are
hour?
they flying?
You know, yeah. Are they flying there? Then absolutely.
Yes.
And like if they're a Florida resident, if they're, max
I guess
2
that's
hours
like that's
away.
like going to the zoo.
Yeah.
You know, just like that's something to do.
But you should definitely go because kids under 3 and under are free.
Ooh,
Which is pretty cool.
that is actually pretty cool.
We're going to go to Star Wars World, and then the next day we're going to go to Animal Kingdom, and I think both days probably in the evening we're just going to hit up Epcot.
Okay.
To drink.
You're not going to go get your wizard hat or something on
Universal.
Is that where that is? Is
Yeah,
that
it's at
where the
Universal.
Harry Potter Street?
Yeah.
I've actually heard that's actually pretty cool.
It does sound
I've also
cool.
heard that the Avatar thing is
It
cool.
is. It's amazing.
Pandora.
It's fucking awesome.
Yeah, I've heard there's like shit in
Yeah.
the fucking sky and stuff.
It's so cool.
Yeah,
I forget what
that's
that was called.
It's not just called Pandora.
No, it's like a Pandora ride. Oh, there's a Pandora ride that's like amazing.
Oh, there's
it's
an
called
actual ride.
Flight of something. Flight.
Oh,
something.
I think I've heard of that where you're like getting like sprayed in the face with water and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're like coming on you.
Yeah, fucking Avatar jizz or something.
No, but the
In the
world is
finisher?
awesome. The world is fucking cool.
Is it?
Like it's got like it's just so much cool practical effects.
You're not gonna get a butter beer.
I have to go to fucking Universal. I'm gonna come over there.
That's different. I literally.
Yeah.
So what does that mean? Are they like that far apart? You can't like do like when you
could.
commit to going to Universal. It's like that's 100 miles away. The other one.
They're very close. So Universal is like I'm pretty sure right next to it, but
Time wise, like doing everything in one park takes up the whole time.
yeah, and also I have to take it to Disney, so I'm not gonna buy more tickets.
Oh wait, so it's a whole separate. I literally know nothing.
Sorry. Okay.
I don't understand. I'm like, is it is there separate?
Universal Studios is not a part of Disney. It's not even in the same company.
Okay, it's just
So
there.
yeah, and Universal Studios is split up into 2 parts. It's Universal Studios, the classic one, and where Dan Schneider
It's
diddled
hanging
the
out.
kids.
Yeah. You get to meet Dan Schneider.
You
gotta go to the diddler
You
ride-
get slimed.
the
by Dan
diddler.
Schneider.
And this ride's cold.
And have you watched that show?
I haven't seen any of it,
Okay.
but I know that like Drake Bell or something got like sexually assaulted.
Were you a Nickelodeon kid?
I mean, I was all like I would see like it was. I wasn't committed to anything.
I
but-
wasn't either.
Yeah,
But
if
I
it was
wasn't a
on.
Disney kid.
Yeah,
I was probably more a Cartoon Network, Adult Swim kid.
Yeah, I don't know. I think I watched a lot of like I remember watching SpongeBob and shit. And that's really the only memory I have.
SpongeBob ruled.
Yeah, I remember SpongeBob.
Still good.
Yeah, SpongeBob. And,
I was laughing because I was thinking like, well, like we just wrapped up Death Note, the anime.
yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah.
This is my fourth watch.
Yeah.
Like it's probably my favorite. And I made Sarah watch it. And the other day we had a few more episodes left, and I was like, do we want to watch this anime that we have to read subtitles to, or do you want to watch Dan Snyder? Do you want what's it called? Behind the scenes something?
Yeah, I don't know.
forget what
it's on
called.
Netflix, right?
Yeah.
The documentary.
Yeah, and or one of them.
Yeah.
And we're like, yeah, let's put on this one, because we want to finish the documentary, and we put it on, and like immediately, I don't even think anything played. I think I just paused it. And I'm like, yeah, I don't want to watch this.
Yeah, I don't wanna watch this. I'd rather just ignore this sort of stuff.
It's like, yeah, like this is gonna make me really fucking sad right now.
Yeah, how about the P. Diddy shit too?
Oh yeah, I haven't read any of that, but I hear it's horrible. I hear it's
apparently he's like a fucking sex trafficker, all sorts of crazy shit. They did like the fucking feds did like a full like raided each one of it, and he like fled the country.
He fled the country?
Yeah.
Did they get him?
He's still in, litigation or whatever.
Okay.
No, they haven't. He put out like his legal team put out like statements and stuff like that. But like, yeah, like any innocent person does after a full federal raid of your properties, you flee the country.
So let me get that
because you're innocent. Like, so yeah, no, apparently, I mean, those type of people.
That was just another,
yeah.
What was his name? R. Kelly.
R. Kelly, yeah, another fucking monster. Yeah.
Let me get that. Beep,
Well,
beep.
it's the same, same thing. The cops, any power.
Yeah.
Power corrupts. Power,
Sorry.
especially from a young age. Is that not R. Kelly?
No, it is.
Oh,
it is. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, I was gonna say, back to the shows.
Yes.
I was thinking, it would be funny, but it would be like a really huge red flag. Like someone's like, what's your favorite TV show? And you're like,
naming the
behind the like, this docu-series is my favorite.
Yeah, I fucking love it.
Like if your
love
favorite
Epstein's Island. Fucking go to bed to it every night.
If your favorite like movie or TV show is like a document, like a exposing like Blackfish.
Yeah.
Loved it.
Yeah. I love this sad shit. Dahmer was really good, but that was
Dahmer
like disturbingly
Dahmer was amazing.
Good. Yeah. Great acting,
Dahmer was amazing. I did not finish it.
You didn't finish. Yeah, it is like hard. I also like I'm kind of like I'm like split between those sort of shows. Like incredible show, phenomenal acting. I don't think
Putting
it's a great
spotlight.
Yeah, don't make no. Yeah, like don't turn them into, because don't have people like, that guy shouldn't be like a Halloween character,
because it is like a cool, like he's made it.
He made it cool.
He did a great job.
Yeah, it's like a cool. It was like cool to be Dahmer. Like
I wish it was like a fictional story.
Yes.
If it was a fictional story,
if they took it and made it fictional.
Yeah.
Inspired by.
Yeah.
And then twisted it. Like, don't be making things about like people's kids and shit. Like, that's fuck. And then now this person who had this horrible thing to you has to like go outside on Halloween and see a guy dressed as Dahmer.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck? Like, that's not cool. Like you could take it and make it different. Or give it more time. That's too soon.
Yeah.
Like that is like these people are still
80s,
alive.
90s?
Yeah, like that was not long ago.
Actually,
like
true.
Yeah, like that's not that long ago. Like a lot of those people are still like like that.
Yeah.
Like they're the people who like firsthand
that would be similar.
Experienced
That would be similar like to them making a TV show around. And like it just being Columbine, like verbatim, and then they make it
like
into
a 9/11
a drama series,
like a 9/11 show,
because like that is like Dahmer is it's a TV show.
Yes,
like
it's a TV show. It has like characters.
It feels like a watchable, but
it's a TV. It's not a documentary.
It's not. It wasn't like the gore or anything like it. It was just. I think it was just. It just felt so bad. Like watching it, it was like holy. Like that's. And
he played
if it was fiction, it would be fine.
Yes.
Be
but knowing
fine.
it's
you
real.
could make up the most terrible shit.
Yeah.
And I'd be like, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
And I was dating Sarah at the time. I got like very far in. I think I only had 2 episodes left, and I told her I can't finish it, and she's like, "Why? You know, like what's the deal?" And I'm like, "Okay, you know, like come over and like we'll watch the first episode."
Yeah, you just see. She's like, "Okay."
When he gets the first guy and like when he's like, you know, locks him in there, and she's like, "All right, yeah, like this is disturbing.
Unnerving. Yeah,
like this is bad."
Yeah, it's too real.
Yeah,
he's too good at it.
Yeah,
like that guy. Like you know, like he's. Speaking of really good, Joker 2, did you see the trailer?
That looked cool.
Yeah, fucking Lady Gaga is Harley Quinn.
It's
I think it's gonna be a musical.
It is a musical. That's what I
Yeah, that sounds awesome.
That sounds so cool because the Joker is insane.
He's just a fucking
so like it feels
like apparently they're gonna like remake all sorts of like popular songs. Like it's gonna be like a jukebox musical.
That's
like
fucking
not
awesome.
or not like its own. You know, they're not gonna write their own songs for it. Like they're gonna take songs and just fucking make whatever out of them.
Yeah,
which sounds awesome. I mean, Joker is one of my favorite movies. Like I said, I've said that before. I mean, Joaquin Phoenix,
amazing.
Yeah, that's just
incredible.
You can't fucking beat that. The laugh, I think the Joker is fucking hilarious. Like I die laughing during the Joker.
Really?
The entire
I need to
time.
watch it again then.
I'm hysterically.
Let me see if I can find the humor in that.
I don't. It's definitely not supposed to be funny, but I cannot. But that was the same thing I saw. I meant to send it to you, and I fucking refreshed it.
Yeah.
There was
I hate that. You refresh it.
Yeah, and I was like, dude,
yeah.
It's gone forever. It's gone forever.
Oh,
You will never
absolutely.
find that ever again.
You search it.
No, it does not exist. It was this like hideous woman, and it was the one when they put the comment on the screen, and then they like react to the comment, but it was like it wasn't a joke.
Okay,
it was completely serious, and the comment was like. It said like Dobby, can I have my sock or something? Because she looks like Dobby, and she's like, it's not funny. She's hysterically crying, and the comments are like just people trying to like help her and stuff. It's all nice.
Okay,
the whole thing is like people trying to be, but I was
but you
like crying.
It wasn't a comedy bit.
No, it was not a comedy bit, but it like broke me. That's and I was like,
you're like tearing up right now.
Yeah, it was so good. But I also that one it gets me more though. I love the ones when there's a sincere post, like a happy person.
Yeah.
And then you go to the comments and it's just the most vile shit. Have you seen those?
Yeah.
When someone's like, today I woke up and I had a coffee and I got a good start to my day, and people are like, I hope you die. And it's like it has like 40,000 likes, the comment, like you're like, who the fuck? Or like you ever seen the people who said sending hate? No. Have you ever seen someone say? No. Because like normally you would say like love from Jersey. They're like hate from Australia or something. Like just from the entire country, we're sending you a bucket of like buckets of hate. Like those sorts of things.
I haven't seen that.
Oh, it's good. Yeah. And they target specific people. Because then you find that person and you go to all their posts and like it's all their posts are. Could they be bullied for whatever? Anybody could. But these people are not doing anything wrong. They're just like categorizing their life. Like just like today I had a good day, and people are like, I fucking hope you get hit by a bus. And then and people love it. Like it's not like, oh, don't be mean. Like everyone's like, yeah, I agree. Like 40,000 comments of people saying they agree. You're like, what is that? Like everyone has decided that we just fuck this one individual person.
Fuck this person. I see a lot of there's a lot of like disability TikTok.
Is there?
That like pops up. Well, it's just like
it's in your algorithm.
I don't get as many lives anymore because I don't get sucked into them. Yeah. Into those fucking dopamine ones. Yeah. So it doesn't give me as much as it used to, but like
your smile meter is down.
One like you'll see is like it'll be like an Arabic person, like, and they'll just be like sitting in like dirt and like a factory, like huddled up, like, like while people are like donating.
Yeah, I've seen the live ones of those.
Or just like people like on lives and like they are like horribly disfigured.
Yeah. There's some weird. The TikTok can become very quickly a weird place to be. Yeah, but no, I don't know. Something about
there's Downs TikTok.
There's what? Downs?
There's Downs TikTok.
Is there? Yeah. Like they're on there?
Yes.
They have access?
Oh, yeah.
They give them access?
They're allowed. Wow. Some are allowed.
That's pretty progressive.
Yes, it is. I agree.
I saw, actually, there's like speaking of documentary, I think there's a documentary about like people with Down syndrome.
Really?
And like doing shit.
Like that doing adult shit?
Yeah, like being normal. Like being like, we don't want to be.
Me and Sarah had a fucking debate.
What about that?
about something like that.
What?
About like I asked her so I asked her if two Downs people
Yeah.
have enough agency and enough brain power
Sure.
to live
Yeah.
on their own.
Yeah.
Right, some do.
Yeah.
Some definitely
Yeah,
do.
there's definitely levels of it.
And like maybe they'll have someone that checks in.
Yeah.
But like if two and like Downs people sometimes marry each other.
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
happens.
Yeah.
Now I asked her, is it unethical for them to have a child?
Can they?
I think they maybe can.
Yeah, I don't
that
actually
they
know.
possibly can. I'm pretty sure that they can. And I asked her, is that unethical because the child has a very, very high percent chance of being
also
born
Down syndrome?
with Downs?
Yeah. What's your stance?
Yeah, that's unethical.
I would agree.
That's absolutely unethical.
Yeah. Well, it's a
Maybe
slip.
not. Maybe ethics isn't like.
Yeah, the ethics might be. Yeah,
Yeah.
so I said that's a slippery slope because you are taking away a choice from somebody that's not your choice to make. But at the same time, like, it's. I could see, like I said, I've said before, like I think like autism, I don't see that as a disability.
No.
I think it's just a different type of person. Like
Yeah.
I'm sure, I think in a couple hundred you will understand like, oh, these are like savant style people that serve one singular purpose, and we'll realize that at some point. We just need to harness.
We needed this superhero.
Yeah, thank you for this fucking superpower.
Yeah.
Your
this
superpower is
great human.
yeah, like you can fucking draw two pictures at the same time at 5,000 miles per hour.
Okay, so at 4 weeks. I don't know. Let me check.
Yeah, who knows? Round 17. We just wanted this episode to be like a beatbox.
So 4 weeks with a pregnancy.
Yeah, maybe it's not 4 weeks. Maybe it's closer. Maybe it's closer to 10. I don't know. But it's early, very early in the pregnancy.
Early.
They blood test and they'll tell you like, oh, like like all those fucking crazy diseases.
Yeah.
Down syndrome. They test for all that, so you do know very early. So if you got that test result, would you? Are you saying that you would get like an abortion?
I think I would. Yeah, that probably is my stance.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what I would do in that situation. I don't know. It's hard to.
I wouldn't want to bring someone in the world that like is already predispositioned to never be able to take care of themselves as an adult. Like if I die,
yeah.
If I die, like it's fine for me. Like I can take care of you.
Yeah.
But like, what about when I die?
Yeah, but it's also fair to be selfish there.
And there is some selfishness.
Yeah,
there.
it's also fair to say like I don't. Yeah, like I'm not capable.
Yeah.
of caretaking
and I'm probably,
that level. That
probably
level of
wouldn't be
caretaking.
that great at that.
Yeah. Well, you don't know. You might be.
It might be the best at it.
Yeah, you might. You honestly might. Yeah, you might
Get my
be
own
real.
little tard.
Yeah. I'm retarded too.
So let me abstract it a little bit higher.
Yeah.
So schizophrenia is genetic, right?
Is it?
Somewhat. I think so.
I don't know. I know
Let's
mental
say it
health.
is,
I know
right?
people suppose. Yeah. If you have they ask you that. Do you have a history of mental health problems? So obviously there has to be some genetics
Has
to
to
it,
be.
or maybe epigenetics.
So is it ethical for a schizophrenic person to have a child?
That's the thing. Like, where do you draw the line?
Yeah.
You could never. You can't say no to one person.
Right.
You have to say yes to everyone, or the second you say no to one person, you're opening up the door for no to a million other reasons. Because I think there's perfectly healthy people who should never have kids.
Right.
Who, I bet you there's some perfectly too healthy people who two Down syndrome people would be better than them. Like really, like there's people who are just absolutely fucked and they should not have children.
Yeah.
And like they're just, they don't have the
West Virginians.
Yeah. Yeah. The whole state of them.
My family.
Yes. No, but yeah, like there's just some people are not. So like, yeah, I don't think you could ever say, you just have to take the stance that like everyone is able,
Right.
because you don't know too. Like who knows? Maybe they fucking come out and they're normal. Like who's to say? And that's the same thing with the argument of, hey, you get a test result and it says that your baby has Down syndrome. What if it's wrong? And you got an abortion on a baby.
Well, that is fucked if it could be wrong.
It can. It's
can
not
be.
100%.
Okay.
Nothing's 100%. They're just testing.
Yeah.
So who knows? What if they you say that?
Like
and then,
there's like early stages, as far as like I think like abortions go. I think most people like have a limit.
Yeah, of how long they would let it go.
On like where it could be. Like like some hardcore Christians, they never.
Yeah.
And that, but then like, it go,
Yeah. It extends out.
I feel like it's pretty, like who says, who, I don't know anyone who has the opinion of like, like go get third
trimester.
Like, like bring them on. Like that should be your right.
Yeah,
to
that's
just do
definitely that I think most people
point.
can agree on is wrong.
I think so.
Yeah, I would say obviously I think there's a million situations and everyone has their own things. I do think though that life happens on conception.
Interesting.
I am under that context. I think that when conception happens, that's the beginning of your life. So your cells,
but that is life.
Like biologically, you're beginning. You're beginning then. So now, whether or not you're going to get an abortion or whatever, like that's still your prerogative. Like I think it's up to whoever wants it. You cannot control what people want to do.
Yeah.
Like it's their fucking thing. Like I don't even think like they have like assisted suicide and shit. I think that all falls in the same category to me. Like you want to kill yourself,
right?
But
this is someone else, possibly.
What? Another person.
Fetus.
Yeah, but it's their body.
Do you have a limit? Oh, right. Okay.
Their body.
Yeah. You just.
And that's the other thing I have too. Ultimately, in my opinion, what I think does not matter at all because I can't fucking hold a baby.
You can't.
Yeah. Well,
exactly.
yet.
Yeah.
Soon I'll have my transition.
You're such a feminist.
Yeah. Well, that's I mean, like really, like in all those situations, like it's a conversation and stuff.
Yeah.
But like you're not going to win. You can't tell a woman you're getting an abortion.
That's like what I like.
Fuck off.
That's like that's what I told my dad.
It really doesn't matter what we think.
Like whenever like elections are coming around, he's just like, well, this person's, and I'm like, Dad, like who
fucking cares?
Don't fucking have an opinion on this.
Yeah, like it does not
just
matter.
Don't have an opinion.
It doesn't matter to us. It's not our. That's not our battle.
That's not us.
Like it does not. Because ultimately,
he was like, even like, you know what? You're right.
Yeah, like really,
You're right.
because even if all that, like you're like, hey, I don't want a Down syndrome baby. I don't have the capability of caring for that.
Yeah.
I don't think that it's fair to bring a person who has to. You could have a million awesome reasons, but ultimately, if the woman does not want to. That's it. That's the end of the line. Like, what do you mean? Like, there's no, so like realistically, it's like, dudes, you could just like let women have that argument. Like, we don't need to be involved at all. Like, we're just cluttering the space with our own opinion. That
like
means
even like if that is your kid, like she can leave.
It's hers. She's creating it.
Have the baby, and like you will never see that kid if she doesn't want you to.
Yeah, and even if it went legal and stuff, like mothers have way more rights.
I think I think like early like that, if they have it though, like what right does the father have at that point?
Yeah, fucking none.
Like unless like the father signs the birth certificate and whatnot. But if if he's out of the picture before that,
I think that would be the most. I mean, it's a shitty thing. I mean, that's a hard. But again, everyone's situation is different. So if you truly can't handle it and you can't do it, then that would probably be the best. Like, okay, then we'll split up and you go to, because it's like if this is assuming that the female was not okay with it, like, no, I want to keep the baby, and I'd be like, well, I'm not equipped to do this, and we shouldn't be together, and we can't do this, like, and then that's that. That would be like, that'd be the easiest, like no strings attached, perfect world scenario that would never happen. But in a perfect world, but I don't know. It's interesting. Like I said, I think. Again, one of those things you can't put can't be a law surrounding that. You can't tell people what to do. The same thing with suicide. You want to fucking kill yourself? Kill yourself. I don't care. Like you want to, like, why don't we just do that at the
Except
doctor?
maybe throird trimester. Maybe at that point we can be like,
that's
I mean, baby now.
But I mean, but you couldn't control. You can't. If they wanted to, they can do it. Like they could just do it themselves, they could just fucking whatever. They could do, you don't have that level of control.
What if that person lives, and never goes outside and you don't even never know about it? There's no record.
And who knows? Maybe,
no record.
Or maybe they're fucking have like some crazy postpartum shit. Now they're going to fucking kill the baby when it comes out. Like you don't fucking know what these people are going to do. They can literally do whatever they want.
Born.
Yeah. Like you don't fucking have control over that sort of shit. So like,
I don't know. West Virginia.
Yeah. You're in just fucking babies all over the place.
So we're still recording.
We are.
I think
that's surprising.
We probably should just end it on a good note. We're at about 51 minutes
on third trimester abortions. We'll end it on a good note.
I feel so good now. I'm going to go have a great day. I'm going to have a wonderful day.
Happy time.
I'm going to have a great day.
Yeah.
We should go to the gym.
Yeah.
We could.
I'm too lazy.
Should sneak in.
Sneak in?
Yeah.
You have a membership?
I'll sneak you in.
Yeah, but isn't it like LA? They give guest passes.
Maybe
they do.
But it'd be cool if you just snuck in.
It'd be cool.
But I'm not like a real membership.
Open me up in the back door and run to the other movie theater.
I'll open your back door.
Yeah. At the gym. Yeah. But We're recording.
We are still recording. I guess
We've done it.
Abortions.
That's what we'll call this podcast.
Why? Don't laugh after I say abortions. I'll try that again. Abortions.
Yeah, that meme of the guy's face getting all big.
Sarah listens to every one of our podcasts. So
on 10 times speed.
Yeah, on 10 times speed.
And this one will be even harder because it's a beatbox episode. Yeah.
Cool. I guess that's it.
That's it.
Happy Monday, folks, and thanks for tuning in.
Yeah, happy Wednesday.
Yeah, pieces
Monday.
of shit.
Fuck you.
Bye forever.
Yeah, bye forever.